So just in case you think my every morning begins with some very peaceful joy journaling and tea, and then I get to play video games all day, that is not the case. For the last like month and a half, my mornings have begun with an hour on that bike at least, going anywhere from 15 to 25 miles before I stop and get started with my day. But it is so good. I feel fantastic doing it. It took a lot of work to encourage myself to set aside that much time because I am so tired afterward. Not as tired as I used to be, that I was worried it would get in the way of work. And I get bored really easy with repetitive exercise, but I play Animal Crossing the whole time. So that is my secret for being able to bike about 20 miles a day, is that I play Animal Crossing. And whilst I play Animal Crossing, I am on that bike going about 15 to 17 miles an hour, and it's adding up and it feels great. So that's just moral of the story here. If you know that you need to make exercise a daily part of your life, find a way to make it fun. And whenever people say that, they're like, try yoga, maybe, you know, do some jogging. And I'm telling you, if you know you love to listen to books, I used to go running when the weather was nice to audiobooks. Running is a strong word. I get distracted by flowers easily. And if you have a stationary bike and a tablet and you love Animal Crossing, spend the entire hour just, you know, playing that game because it's awesome. And when you're done, you can open up a fortune cookie and feel really fantastic, like you earned whatever pops out, and that's really fun too. But yeah, that's how I'm spending most of my mornings. Probably the only time you guys are gonna see me this sweaty during Vlogmas, because I probably won't show you again. But I just wanted to let you guys know that, yeah, that's the daily part of my life. Being healthy, biking, and it really feels great. Yay, I got the mandarin hat. That is just so ridiculously cute. I can't wait to stick it on one of my little villagers. I feel so good. I feel so fantastic. I know I was just really sweaty and probably kind of gross, but I don't really think that we should call people who are sweaty gross because they're putting in the hard work. And I actually was so self-conscious about being sweaty or breathing deeply when I was exercising that I would put it off for years. So here's my little stand to not call being sweaty being gross and not being ashamed of being sweaty when I was having a great time. I just spent the morning playing Animal Crossing Pocket Camp for an hour, biking for 20 miles on my exercise bike. I'm getting faster and faster. It used to take me a lot longer to get to 20 miles. I couldn't even do 20 miles in a day, let alone in an hour just a few weeks ago. But I love playing Animal Crossing. And so this morning I was gathering all of my bear villagers and I tell stories to myself. Imagine that. Me. I tell stories to myself while I play video games. Wow, guys. But to make it fun and to kind of enter a flow experience of just being able to put in that physically difficult work without getting frustrated or distracted or thinking about how tired my body is or how sore my legs are, I tell stories about what's going on in Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. And today we were gathering up the bear villagers, including Maple, who's a very sweet bear, and Pikoi, who's a very sweet, like Asian-inspired bear, because they have special items where you can make really big, cute teddy bears if you become good enough friends with them. And I want to have in my new cabin in the Pocket Camp expansion that they just did in the update, a teddy bear workshop that I'm going to be working on setting up for Christmas and giving that kind of Christmas vibe. So how do you make an hour go by joyfully while you are biking and putting in a lot of exercise and, according to all my calculators, burning a ton of calories? Well, you tell a story. And so that's my story, and I cannot wait until I can share Animal Crossing in Pocket Camp, New Leaf, all of it with you guys more regularly. And I'm really hoping that next year one of the things that I'm going to be able to do is slow down and find a way to just stream maybe once a week, even just make a video more often of those beautiful worlds. Because I mean, if it's not obvious by the fact I have every single Animal Crossing amiibo behind me, and I regularly commission a wonderful artist to make me custom Animal Crossing amiibos, and I'm trying to build the entire Animal Crossing like cards, it's not just the game, I think, for me. It's the peacefulness and everyone's nice to each other and the quirky designs and collecting the fun little items and thinking how I would put them together. There's some games and there's some crafty. It's kind of like a craft, right? To work with that. But there's some experiences that just mean a lot to you, and Animal Crossing is that for me, and I'm really hoping I can share that with you guys so that these stories I pop in and I'm so excited about make sense to you. But I highly recommend an audiobook. That's how I first started really getting into going outside. Taking pictures of a flower every day was how I got over my agoraphobia, and I actually started going outside again after 3 years of not leaving my basement. So take pictures. When I started running for the first time and lost my first 100 pounds, that was because I had audiobooks, and I could only listen to these really cool audiobooks if I was at least walking outside. That worked when I lived in warmer climates. And now that we're here in snowy cold Michigan, I realized I needed some way to really spark that cardio exercise, get the neurogenesis going on in my brain. When you work out aerobically and you have your heart pumping and you're sweating and you've got all of the breath kind of going through your body from that workout, you want to just be a little bit like, this is a little challenging but still fun. When you do that, you cause neurogenesis, which is the regrowth of your brain cells, and it keeps them young, it keeps them active, it helps to make new connections. It's very important. It is one of the key reasons I think I actually got over my depression, a fun fact. I needed to find a way to work out at home. Now I have a desk bike. It is literally a bike that has a desk attached to it. And it, well, like, that sounds fancy. It just means that thing. So now I have that desk bike, and it's served a great purpose. I put my tablet on it or a book and I read, or now I just play Animal Crossing for a long time. But yeah, that ramble is just because I believe it's very important to try to find something that you enjoy doing that's aerobic exercise, because it literally rebuilds your brain cells. It's like that important. And Spark is actually the book that I read a long time ago. I highly recommend it if you guys are interested in why should you bother with panting and having to work out and getting to the point where you are sweating and then sustaining that for at least like 40 minutes a day. Why bother? Like, so you can take a picture for Instagram that is miraculously never sweaty at the gym, and you're like, yeah, at the gym again. I hate going to the gym. I'm shy. It's way over there, and I like to stay in my house more or less all day unless it's to go look at birds in the park. So I'm not a gym rat. No, like, I don't mean that in an offensive way. That's just how I don't identify. And I never have enjoyed exercising, but when I stumbled on Spark, when I was still probably like 320 pounds, I had to kind of face the reality that if I wanted to take good care of my brain, I needed to get that neurogenesis going. And this is written by an amazing doctor, MD, John Ratley, MD. I read it if you need that motivation for the scientific, logical side of your brain to start finding some way to make it work. He talks about how that will help you to rewire your brain. And I found this book when I wanted less to, like, man, if I lost that weight, that'd be cool too. But it was more, I wanted to be able to be happier, and I was learning that that meant I needed to rewire my entire brain, and this is how I got started. So how did I do that? I was just gonna show you guys the Spark book and tell you I loved biking, but I rambled for much longer than I meant to about that. I'll try to leave a link in the video description, like I've been doing the last few days, to the Spark book on Amazon at least, because it was a life changer, very important. I need to start a list of things I'm bringing up in these Vlogmas's vlogs to expand on later when we have more time. I do not have time. I have Twinkling, however. I have Twinkling with some wonderful little kitty cat ears today. If you guys see, you can see the cat actually has the front at front, and then it has its little legs and tail in the back behind my ear. I love these earrings, and I decided to wear them because the theme of the month is twinkling. And they are twinkling, and they are also cat earrings, and I am feeling much better about that cat cafe kerfuffle than yesterday. I woke up with thoughts of Amelia Skye Baker and her wonderful cat Clover, and the way I want to have fun with that series in my heart today. So yes, just like I anticipated yesterday, now that it's just the band-aid is ripped off, I got it out. There's things I would have improved, but it's done. I'm moving on, and now I'm really excited to sit down and spend the day recording the Cat Cafe series, and also some Star Stable surprises, because something amazing happened in Star Stable last night, almost by complete accident, just because I was going to make a quick video and suddenly some big stuff happened. So I'm dressed up warm to think about cat cafes and exploring cold places in Star Stable and kind of getting immersed in that world for recording. And yeah, I do like immersing myself in the thoughts of what I'm going to be recording, because it makes it fun. It makes it a story. I'm just talking about making everything a story and having fun today, aren't I? All right, but let's go ahead. There is 2 more things I want to say. One thing really quickly, I just wanted to say hello to Make 2. I noticed you in the comments when I was checking comments while I was eating my breakfast today, and I'm so excited to see you, and thank you so much for your kind words about that I seem happier lately, because I am. I'm much happier, and I do want to talk to more of you guys, like, about your comments and what you've said, and I've been thinking about how to talk about some of the things that you guys have brought up, and I think some of them will be like later vlogs, because they're going to be bigger things I want to expand on. But I just wanted to say hello to Make 2, and if you guys don't know Make 2, I'll link them in the video description, because they have been so sweet. It is a couple. Make 2, like, I guess you always go by the name Make 2, so we're just gonna stick to that. But it's a couple who are simmers, and they are major Sims Freeplay simmers, like the go-to people for me when I want to see Sims Freeplay updates. I actually don't usually have time to play Sims Freeplay. I keep putting it off so that one day I can sit down and maybe stream it and have fun that way. 1 second. And if my alarm to tell me to eat some fruit has just gone off, that means I need to get a move on. But anyway, I bring up Make 2 because I love their videos, and Make 2, ironically, while I was reading the comments, I was watching your Celebrity Pug holiday update video, because I just love seeing all of the stories and the way that you guys talk about the stories. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about them, and I just wanted to say I think about you often, Make 2, because I still have the journal that you sent me, and it is full of joy. It is one of the first joy journals I actually did any stickers in at all, and you can see I was so tentative. I was like, oh, I'm using stickers, oh my goodness, oh my gosh, I can't believe, oh, there's a little bit of washi tape. And then you jump to my like sticker, like my journals now, and it's just stickers and washi tape everywhere. But this is one of my all-time favorite journals, and I cherish it deeply, and I wish I could have more of this design. Why don't they sell this on the Sims store, right? But thank you so much. I have never forgotten that gift of kindness that you have given me, and I think about you often. And on the note of stickers and journals, let's open up the advent calendar and get a move on with the day. Can't believe I rambled so long about neurogenesis. All right, we are on the 4th day. Can you believe that? I can't believe that. We are already on the 4th day of the sticky advent calendar. Let's go ahead. Maybe I should try taking these stickers off and putting them in my joy journal. Like these little number stickers. I could do that. Let's go ahead and see what's inside. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, you guys ready? What do we have here? Oh, it's so cute. I haven't eaten fast food in years. Because ever since I went vegan, it's like nigh impossible to find. But look at how cute it is. Look at that. Aww. You know, I did have a pizza recently, actually. We had Mod Pizza in Cary in North Carolina, and it was delicious. It had fig glaze on it. Didn't know I liked fig glaze. But this is adorable. This is cute. Now I want to make like a little fast food place and like take some of my Sims to it. So that's you know what? Maybe I'll do that if I get a chance to stream tonight with our wonderful Shine sisters. But all right. Sticky day 4 down, and time to get to work so that I will be able to share with you guys another unboxing of some of our awesome treats that we have piled under our tiny little Christmas tree. And actually, before I get started on my cat cafe work, I have a cat related item that just came in with my Neko box. I guess that's like a triple cat pun there, but we'll think about that later. But some Christmas gifts that I'm actually going to be giving to Chips's family. And one for myself just came in that I'm very excited about, and I thought I would share them with you. But we have a nice little thank you note for the pre-orders, and I pre-ordered, oh, they sent some Sakura stickers too. Oh, I gotta be so gentle with this because this is a very fragile porcelain cup. Where does it begin and where does it end? Here we go. There we go. We have these very fragile, very beautiful, beautiful ceramic teacups that I think they're going to love. And the best part about it is in the bottom is a little cat face. So as you drink your tea, you'll have a little cat staring at you. Look at that, almost eggshell thin. Absolutely beautiful. That was so fun. It has been a really quiet day here. I actually kept thinking, should I vlog this? But it was very quiet because Chips was gone all day and he actually didn't get home until very, very late, and he immediately had to go and start writing papers. So it's been very like hush, kind of like a library here today. I was by myself with the birdos, and then when my beloved gets home, it needs to be quiet so that he can do his studies as I talk a little quieter. But it was a really nice day and I did absolutely nothing with the cat cafe. What? But that sometimes happens when I'm doing my work. So even though it may seem like I have just spent all my time in my office, which more or less I have with some moving about the house to do house chores and things, actually I've been on a big adventure. I went into the beautiful world of Equinox and I spent a long time roaming the beautiful green hills that we have spreading in that series, trying to encourage different flowers to selectively breed for new colors, encouraging ducks to be blue, encouraging guinea pigs to spread about and be very, very fast and bouncy, and trying to make some boars very happy so that birds can begin building nests in trees. So I hope those weren't too spoilery, but for me, that's where I've been all day. So it's kind of interesting to shift gears and like look around myself again. When I record, I tend to batch record because I just immerse myself in that world for a while. So I have been in this beautiful world. I love Equinox. It's so calming. It's definitely one of my new favorite games. It's just very soothing, and it's just such a fun puzzle to kind of breed this or tweak that and set up a habitat by moving some plants closer together, and then watch as things ebb and flow as their populations spread or die off. And you can even tweak things so you can have like bouncing purple sheep, or you could have some really, really fun boars that are like golden boars running around. It'd be really fun if you could make like winged ones and they suddenly started flying. But it's a game I really love, so I'm excited that I spent most of the day trying to prepare a bunch of it for December. Still have a little bit more to go, so I'm actually going to be back to breeding my guinea pigs in a second. But I have decided we have spent too much time inside. Normally when the weather is nice and it's not icy on the ground, I was going on a walk every single day, and then we came back from Thanksgiving break and I've just let myself be too busy. So tomorrow you are going to hopefully break out of these four walls with me and we will go on a walk. Even if it's a short one, I'm going to do my best to be accountable to get outside even for a short amount of time every day. Even with a lot to do, doing things like exercising this morning and trying to go outside, and I have a chore list so I don't have to think about it. I don't carry the things that I need to do chore-wise around in my head. That's a waste of this very precious space that's already a Swiss cheese ball. You need to make room for your memory. But I have a chore list that's a checklist in my Evernote, part of my system that I talked about at the beginning of the Vlogmas, that I check every single day. And boom, 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 I get chores done. So my room is always clean, my clothes are always clean, I'm usually always clean, even if I just finished biking for an hour. And it's helped me so much. And on that list is supposed to be going on a walk every day. So if it's not icy on the ground, I'm going to try very hard to be accountable to that. And I'm really excited because I know when we stop this crunching work that both Chips and I are doing and we go on our trip, one of the ways that we kind of stay calm when we're traveling is by going walking together. So I think there's going to be a lot of walking in the future. This is not how Vlogmas is going to be the whole time. You're just seeing the crunch of the gaming YouTuber trying to survive in the hardest month of the year. So I really love that, being in Equinox for the day, and I'm really glad because it means that I did enough work to open another box. Huzzah! I get to have another Merry Christmas to myself, an early little Christmas gift to myself. And today I decided to open this package. This is actually from Shattered Earth. Shattered Earth is a Etsy shop and a creator who I follow on Instagram. I'm actually part of their Patreon pin club as well because I was so impressed with what they do. Pin pressed? Sorry, I'm pushing the puns there. But I really like their work. They were having a fantastic Thanksgiving Black Friday sale. So I got some stuff from them. And I thought I'd show you before I open this. some of the things that I got from them in their Patreon pen club from last month. This is a little black kitty with a glow-in-the-dark hat. It's so cute. It's very adorable. I love the kind of hilarious style of it. And this is a glow-in-the-dark. I think this is actually the glow-in-the-dark one, but this is a glow-in-the-dark little jack-o'-lantern cat. Isn't it so cheerful? At first I wasn't sure if it was my style, but that little smile just grows on you day after day. And with it actually came some bonus stickers that I'm very enchanted by. So some cute little bonus stickers that I actually put into the entrance, the beginning of my joy journal on the inside cover to mark like, hey, look at that. It was Halloween when I started my joy journal, so we had the little witchy cat. But that's a sampling of some of the stuff that Shattered Earth has created in the past. And now, here's the stuff I got from their Etsy store. I actually only vaguely remember what one of the items is, so this is gonna be fun for all of us. So, oh, Merry Christmas to me! Good job, Seri, you worked hard. You really probably should get outside more too. So tomorrow, maybe I'm going to add prerequisite, can't open a thing until I get outside. All right, that's how you grow. You carrot in the stick, right? All right, oh, I totally, what is that? I don't remember ordering that. What is happening? Okay, so first things first, boom, look at this. It's so cute. It is so cute. It is so cute. It is so much cuter in person. It is an Animal Crossing coin purse. It is so much cuter in person, and I thought, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. It's even got the little bells. It's got the little flowers. It's got the peach. Look at that little fossil. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I love this. It's made out of the faux leather, the fake leather. It's got a really nice little interior. Can I carry my DS in this? I'm gonna have to see if my DS fits in this, because if that's the case, I might have to start New Leaf over the break just to be prepared. Like, just have tons of bells and have tidied up my town and to just be ready to be with you guys in Animal Crossing for those Twitch streams next year. That's adorable. And then we have this little baggie. I don't even remember what I got in here because it was just such a great sale. I think some of it's bonus items. Well, it's some Overwatch bonus items. I actually know nothing about Overwatch, but Shattered Earth has a whole group of Overwatch pens. This is gonna be Frog King. This is just gonna be like a frog guy, and he loves dandelions and he takes care of a swamp. So I'm gonna make up stories for them because I have no idea who they are. This is gonna be a cat who works on Gundams, and I'm gonna think about my favorite Gundam animes that I've watched. I've actually seen several. Believe it or not, I like Gundam animes. Not my favorite genre, but really creative ones I enjoy quite a bit. And some of the musical scores in them can be pretty good. So these are all the bonus pens. These are not things that I actually ordered myself, but they're quite lovely, and I love that I'm making up my own stories because I don't know who they are. But this guards a shrine that is actually full of like ancient battle weaponry. That's going to be my stories for all three of these. We have a little swamp protector, a little Gundam guy, and we have a kitsune who guards a wonderful cherry blossom shrine full of cool stuff. Don't know who they actually are, but over here, the things that I also ordered include some holographic, beautiful, beautiful stickers. Some really nice holographic stickers that will have a glitter to them. And they are lovely stars, and I love looking at the stars, and sometimes Chips and I will just go outside. When we were in North Carolina and the weather was nicer all the time and we were up on the 3rd story of our apartment building, we used to go outside all the time and just look at the stars side by side together, and those are some of my favorite memories. So I'm really happy to have these, and they were really pretty. And then I've got another washi tape. Oh, that says thanks for everything. It's a little thank you. It just says thank you very much. Thanks for everything. You guys probably are not going to be able to see this one whatsoever, but I will have to put it out. Oh, I'll put it inside my joy journal and I'll share it with you guys in just a bit. That's totally worth it to share the first day. Oh, and speaking of putting washi tape in my joy journal, check this out. There's some beautiful washi tape over here too. I tried to take it off really carefully so that I'll be able to actually stick it in my joy journal whenever the creators send some of the washi tape that they use. But these are the last items that I actually bought on that sale, one of which says be kind. This is what I'm gonna put next to myself for when I am reviewing comments or I am like running a stream. Be kind and destroy your enemies. So, you know, be kind, focus on being kind, and when that fails, fan hammer and just destroy your enemies, but not in a like aggressive way, just a fun way to sort of remind me that it's okay. There's a little bit of a dynamic. You have to protect yourself, good boundaries. And then finally, I've been looking at this pen. Probably for a solid year, not even joking. It is an Animal Crossing pen and it is beautiful. Oh my goodness. Ha! Yes! Man, this is making all that work on guinea pigs even better. It really helps to remind myself when you're just kind of in the same environment day after day that some of the things you do give you the ability to do fun things. Like get this. I can't believe it's actually here. I have actually looked at this bag and I have looked at this specific pen for so long now. I can't believe I'm actually holding them. I'm a little flustered because I'm so excited. But alright, I'm gonna put this one, the thank you very much, because it made me think about my community and I really wanted it when I saw she had it on her shop. I'm gonna put this in my joy journal and share it with you guys in just a second. But on having all these cool pens, and maybe I'll do a giveaway for a couple of the Overwatch ones if people are like really into Overwatch, because I know some people are. Just because so they can go to a home who can appreciate them a lot more than I immediately can. I actually would keep the frog guy the most. But I've got all these pens, and I've got more pens, and I have an increasingly concerning number of pens, and I was wondering how to display them. So I wanted to say thank you to Test Tales, because she suggested getting some jute and making kind of like a Chinese scroll style hanging, and then decorating it with the fake plants that I have in the birdcage sometime, because I have a whole bunch of extra, and I could kind of decorate it through and then put all of my wildlife pens on that. And I love that idea, and I'm probably going to go ahead and I have an Amazon cart with some household stuff I've got going. Might put that together and we might do a little like DIY crafty thing together. So I'm definitely doing that, and thank you so much, because that's a lot easier than my first idea. I do eventually want to learn how to do the felting, like what a wonderful viewer sent to me once. A little felted version of Mossy right here, which was so touching because he did pass away, I think almost right before like I got this, or right after. And then this is a cute little felted version of my pin. The pin we actually have that is usually in our Etsy shop, but I don't have it open right now because we're getting ready to travel. But I love the felting stuff, and it turns out you can get fiber felt, so it's like vegan because it's not actually like made out of wool, and it's like fiber wool. So I want to get little frames and make ecosystems. I want to make ecosystems that would have, for instance, what's a good animal pen I can reach? For instance, if we had the beautiful bird pens, I could have a sky with clouds and trees coming up, and I could put my bird pens in sort of a felt backdrop that was made really detailed. Maybe I could put some beads in there as well to add some extra texture and depth, and would kind of like serve as little snapshot ecosystems, a little snapshot of an ecosystem that you could see all of the animal pens displayed in. So that's one of my ideas for how I want to display them, but your idea is a lot more accessible and a lot faster, considering I don't even know how to do any felting yet, and it's on my list of things to actually do, try to make a bunch of little felt birds for my family for Christmas. So I should probably go ahead and put that in the Amazon cart too. We might be doing a lot of crafts soon, my friends. But all right, let me put the little joy journal washi tape together, and I rambled on and on again, but I think we'll have fun getting out of the house tomorrow with one another. So thank you guys, and I really look forward to tomorrow's twinkling adventures.